It's Exclusive Sunday, a new thing that we are going to be saying
That's
today.
good.
Only.
I like that. Yeah, we're going to say it all day today.
I hope it doesn't become a normal thing. It's a very odd vibe to be.
I don't like it. It's so bright.
Birds chirping.
Yeah, I've just had some coffee, is reading my articles.
You're reading your articles? Your story?
Checking the CBC, you know.
Oh, I thought you maybe were like reading McSweeney's or something. That's gotta be a certain kind of Sunday person to be reading McSweeney's.
I'm like the sort of modern Toronto man Sunday person version of that, where I read the West End Phoenix, which is of course Dave Bedini's hyper-local monthly broadsheet.
Yeah, he's trying to be...
Just targeting the West End of Toronto.
He's trying to be the Canadian intellectual Dave. Is that it?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
It's like, I feel like Dave Eggers going by Dave instead of David is like so... It's so trying to not be pretentious that it becomes pretentious again.
Yeah, intellectual Dave, not fooling any of us with that casual nomenclature.
One time I tweeted that I thought it was so funny that like it would be so funny if Dave Matthews in real life was like, no, call me David. And then all these people replied like, he does. He literally does do that. Like he goes by David.
He's David.
But then,
wow,
like
Dave is like his freewheeling rocker persona.
Yeah, what kind of like forced chillness is that?
Well, I mean, you know, to be honest, maybe we should say this behind the paywall. But it just, you know, it feels stilted or sort of awkward to not do it. I do make you call me Samuel Courtney.
That's true.
Like, is this like a pointed thing, or I just can't tell?
That's true. Kind of... Yeah, you do insist on Samuel only because you don't have a doctorate. Otherwise, I think you would go by probably Dr. Sutherland.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've thought about like what would be the
Samuel Sutherland, BA. I have to say it out loud.
It's very important that you recognize. I do have for a while. The program that I attended, you didn't even get a BA. You got like a Bachelor of Applied Arts. I think I might have a BAA.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
and all I've got in this damn hot apartment is BO, folks.
Oh. That's good.
Let's get into
good.
the episode soon in a second. But I want to say off the top, you know, if you are someone who listens to this show chronologically and you keep up with all of it, you know that in our last episode, it was spurred on by me. I said, you know, what would you want us to do for exclusives?
You've been saying that for a long time.
What would you like?
I feel
specifically.
Your way of promoting the exclusives is like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, that's true. But trying to play the victim card, I think.
That's what it is. Yeah,
you know, it doesn't work anymore for white guys. We got to figure out a new tactic because we're not allowed to play that card anymore.
Perhaps we should play the aggressor. Subscribe to the exclusives,
bitch. We said that. I knew you were too afraid to say that word.
I wasn't going to say it. No, say the B word.
So I said.
So Samuel Sutherland, BAA, speaking, by the way, not using the B word.
And Josiah Hughes, BO. So I said, like, you know, what would you want us to do for exclusives? And I said, you know, it's hard to measure feedback on our show. We don't like have a survey. And then, you know, everyone graciously opened up about everything they don't like about the entire show in great detail.
Not the entire show. They only talked about what they didn't like about you. No one said anything bad about me.
That's true. That's because the people who don't like you are wise enough to
that's it. Keep that in the DMs.
No, there was a lot of stuff about like, oh, I wish it was still Blink-155. I think when I read some of it, it was like, I wish we could go back. And I agree. I mean, wouldn't it be...
We all wish we were 20 again.
Imagine you and I could go back to our early 30s instead of now being in our late 30s. And
what a magical time it was. Carefree.
But the other thing, you know, there was some feedback was that I'm annoying, which I think is an interesting...
I think that was the dominant.
You just noticed that feedback. Kind of half a decade in. It's kind of interesting. But then finally, the other thing was... maybe we have been doing too many episodes where we just talk over a video the whole time.
Yeah, it's unlistenable.
So that's what we're going to do today. Also, we're going to watch Fixer Upper, the reality show starring Mike Herrera from MxPx. He got his house renovated on this TV show. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think we're going to have a great time.
I'm excited.
Maybe we will stop talking.
It's a great Sunday.
We might
it's
stop
like a day
talking over
on your
videos
house.
one day, but today is not that day. Because you know what? There's still some videos left to talk over. So
that's the thing. Is if there were no videos left to talk over, we wouldn't be doing it. But we've been talking about talking over this one for a minute, and
you know how like there'll be like
can't be stopped.
There'll be like you go to an indie theater and it says like Quentin Tarantino / Martin Scorsese, and there's a piece of cardboard, but it's the same tip jar. We got to use that energy to be like, you know, are you a Sammy or are you a Jose?
Right.
Well,
okay.
Patreon.com/155pod to cast your vote.
But no, we should actually just set up two different Patreons. So if you Patreon.com/155pod Sammy, Patreon.com/155pod Joe's.
Should we?
I think we should
that?
split it. I think we should. I think there should be a split. Now.
Like when married. I don't want to. This is too much, especially in front of the paywall. But I feel like you might be one of those married couples who've been together forever but still have separate accounts.
No, we do. We have like it's all a mess.
On this.
We would be fucked if anything bad happened between us at this point.
Okay, it's all joint. Okay, because I always thought that, but I was saying we could, as a married couple, we could do that. Have separate accounts.
Interesting. Okay, that's interesting. So it's not that it all goes in the same pool. Literally, like whoever is more popular with paid listeners makes more money.
It doesn't even matter really, but then how would it? Or would we only upload our half of the convo? And now that I record everything,
so you have to subscribe to both. But I can record my half of the conversation.
That's true. I mean,
that's interesting. You've got to subscribe for either or.
I do think we're going to need to look. Okay, well, until we can figure that out, for now, just go to patreon.com/155.
But only for now. This could be your last chance.
This could be because we
both sides of the pod.
We're not going to be talking over videos anymore. Or maybe the videos will have their own Patreon.
The video will talk over us. Hey.
Oh.